Found you. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris, and welcome back to another video. So what you're about to watch is actually a old video, if you will, a flashback in a way, because the video is a filming locations vlog that I filmed in July. It is August as of releasing this on YouTube, and initially this was a Patreon exclusive video where I went around to different filming locations in Georgia, showcased them all, and even got some insight into how one of them could play a role in Season 5. I saved it for the end of the video, spoiler alert. But this was just on Patreon. The reason being is, back in October of last year, I did a filming locations vlog where I went to a bunch of these locations, but then I realized I got some good stuff out of this, and I feel like I need to share this with everyone. On top of that, to be completely honest with you, August is a slow-ass month in general. I just got back from vacation with my family, so I was offline for a few days. I still had some shorts coming out, but I didn't really have any long-form videos, and I'm like, I want to share this video that I made just for Patreon with everyone else. On top of that, it gives you all a glimpse at what some of the exclusive content over on Patreon is like. This is just one of the many examples of things I do over there. I have exclusive live Q&As, but on top of that, the main series I'm doing on Patreon right now is actually called Stranger Things Rewind. It's a deep dive into every episode of Stranger Things leading up to the final season. So with myself and my fiance Cam, and we go through every episode, dive into the ins and outs of them all, with an emphasis on how things that occur in episodes could tie into the final season. We theorize, we speculate, we dive into all the nitty gritty, and we're on season 2 right now, so consider joining the Patreon to gain access to all that. And on top of that, if you don't want to become a patron and you just want to watch Stranger Things Rewind, you can just buy the collection individually per season as opposed to signing up for the Patreon on a month-by-month basis. You can just buy the 8 episodes of season 1, watch them all, have access to them forever, and not become a full-on patron member. That is another way to gain access to that. But long story short, this was a fun video. I felt it deserved to see the light of day here on the YouTube channel, the main channel, not just on Patreon. And I do plan to go back to filming locations later this year a couple more times. I actually have plans to go to one that I've never been to, at least documented. I've been to this place in my life because it was like 20 minutes from where I grew up, so I would go there all the time. But there are a lot of locations around there that I've never sought out. That's on the radar. And then of course, once season 5 comes out, I actually want to do some of these at new locations from season 5. So places that we don't even know yet. Obviously, I want to go where they film the WSQK radio station stuff, but there are a lot of other places that are new that we don't know about yet as the audience. I'll be trying to go there and do filming location vlogs there as well. But without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, subscribe to that notification bell. Again, if you want access to videos like this sometimes, or Stranger Things Rewind, or lots of other fun stuff, Patreon is the place to be. And if there are any references to Patreon in this video where I'm like, oh, well, this is just on Patreon, you can ignore it because it initially was just a Patreon video. Now it's on YouTube. But let's take a trip into Hawkins. I went and sought out these filming locations the day after the teaser trailer dropped, so just to give you a frame of reference, I'll see you guys in the Upside Down. Found you. Found you. And I'm talking about the Creel house. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Patreon exclusive vlog. I'm going on a journey through Hawkins. I live in Georgia, and I got a buddy in town, and so we're going around filming location. I said, you know what, I just did a vlog in October. I'm gonna do one again for season 5 locations when we get closer to season 5. Why not come visit some locations in Georgia? So we're back at the Creel house. It's painted like it is in the show, and there's actually like a Netflix foldable chair out front, which is pretty neat in my opinion. They still have a security guard over there. You see that car? So they are monitoring the property. You can't like run up and go in. But we were talking about in the car right up, I was like, I hope one day we get like an Airbnb of this, and then like all the iconic houses, right? Like the Wheeler house, the Byers home is. I got to go there. I'll put the link up above, or I guess this is Patreon, so I can't even do that, but I'm gonna show you some cool shots. We're gonna see more of this in season 5. They were filming here last time we were here, October of last year. They were filming stuff around, but so many iconic things happen right here. I always think of the end of Ep 8 when Max, Erica, and Lucas are walking up a separate ways blast. Great stuff. And what's crazy is right behind me is not a playground. They CGI it. They put a whole screen up. This whole road's blocked off. It's like a busy road, which I find weird, but Polaroid. Look at that.
Let it focus. It looks so spooky when it's in developing.
It looks, you know what it looks like? Demonic, or
spooky.
Jonathan Byers being a creep. So yeah, that's the Creel house. I hit a 360 for you guys. We're going down the street. It's like 10 minutes to Penhurst. These are locations we went to back in October for like the YouTube video. That's why I'm not making a full YouTube. Just want to do a Patreon BTS thing. But took some cool like film photos. Cam has a film camera with like Polaroids. So I'll show you guys the final product at the end. But farewell to the Creel house. You were good to us, and I hope we see you again in season 5. Alright, we're out here at Penhurst Asylum now, Berry College in real life. Also in Rome, Georgia, about 15 minutes from the Creel house. We're here to visit Creel. Behind us, you see, you know, Nancy and Robin walking, and that's where they like run, all behind me, so pretty cool. It's hot out here in July in the summer in Georgia though. Again, we were here last fall in October, but this is Penhurst in all for glory. Not too much to report here. Didn't run into Victor Creel, but I wonder if Penhurst will come back in some way, shape, or form in the final season. We'll have to see. But on to the next location we go. So we made it to downtown Jackson, Georgia, which is the real life Hawkins. This is a cool little mural they have right here outside of Hawkins headquarters, which is like a Stranger Things store, but also dedicated to all things 80s. They have like 80s movies playing on VHS tapes, tons of, you know, memorabilia, merch, all that stuff. Got a little haul I'll show you at the end. But inside, the worker there actually said that this city, Jackson, Georgia, which as you can see behind me, you've got the library, which I'm going to show you more of in a second. That and this whole city is going to be transformed into the Upside Down. And I didn't know what that meant, so I asked further clarification. And it means like they're going to be decorating the city as though it's in the Upside Down. And so I'll be coming back in October to check that out. Obviously, last October I was here for the Upside Down Con, which was really awesome. Met a lot of you guys, but also met a lot of Stranger Things cast. I hosted a panel there. It was a great time. But I'll be coming back, showing that off, doing a vlog of that as well, especially because that's a month before season 5 premieres on Netflix. So that's huge. That's hype, dare I say, to literally go into the Upside Down where they filmed it. So it's exciting times, honestly, to be a Stranger Things fan, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, whatever they have in store for us here in Jackson, Georgia. But it's always good times when I come out here. It's ungodly hot. I'm wearing a black shirt right now. Maybe a mistake, but I'll show you guys some of the other locations here. I've shown them in previous vlogs, but I just wanted to say, this store that I showed lots of footage from in a montage, awesome. Come here if you're in town and you won't regret it. Plus, maybe if you're planning a trip, come in October, especially if they're redesigning the whole place. Could be the move. Behind me is the alley where Steve and Jonathan fight in season 1. There's a cool sign right over here that I'll actually show you guys that I already kind of showed you. Right there.
I've been taking Polaroids at every location, and at the end of the vlog, we will show you all of my Polaroids.
All right, so we're here outside of the library location in downtown Hawkins. We actually just went inside. Super great AC because it's in the 90s out here in Georgia, and I'm sweating profusely as always. But we actually found out that the interior shots at the library are filmed elsewhere. They're not filmed in here, at least to our understanding. From where we walked around, it looks like they filmed that in a studio or somewhere else. So It's always interesting to see what's used for exterior versus interior shots in the show, because the same thing applies to the Byers house, right? Like, the exterior shots are there, but the interior shots are filmed elsewhere. I think the same goes for the Wheeler house, I want to say, too, so it's really interesting to see what they get access to inside and outside. But yeah, that kind of does it for downtown Hawkins. Show you some more shots of the outside of the library, but I believe over my shoulder right here is where that new gate is from the season 5 teaser. It's going down, but they actually scanned all of like this area on Netflix, and then they recreated it elsewhere because they couldn't film a lot of the stuff in downtown Hawkins because it was too intense, too VFX heavy, and too spoilery, frankly. So cool stuff, but it's super hot. I'm gonna get back in the AC in the car and go to the next location. Inside of Harper's cabin. So we just got done checking out Harper's cabin, which is maybe my favorite location because of how immersive it is. We had a really great tour guide who was very knowledgeable on the subject and let us know like what they filmed or what they didn't. He told us about like how at the end of season 4 when they're boarding up the windows, they actually filmed that here, but a lot of the interior shots are done at the sound stage, so not here. Like most of the exterior, if not all, are done here, but a lot of the interior stuff isn't. It was really cool, as he mentioned, they did film here for season 5. Now they filmed for about a week apparently. What was really cool is that apparently there's like a shed out in the back. I'll show you guys here, and there was like potentially a hole in the ground, like a jagged hole, which I'm thinking might be an entrance to a tunnel in the upside down. I'm thinking right over here, you know, the pumpkin patch set. We know McCorkle Farm could be a thing. Like, what if there's a entrance to the tunnels out back, outside Harper's cabin? How cool would that be? So, just thinking out loud here, I think there's a lot of cool stuff on the horizon for season 5. But that's the last location of the day. Harper's hangout, had a blast. Gonna go get some food, but the shade's nice, let me tell you. But we drove like, I think 300, 400 miles today around the state of Georgia. It was like driving basically to Orlando from where I live. So it was a haul, but appreciate you guys for watching. I'll do a haul at the end and the outro, but Harper's cabin is a must. They also have an escape room. Haven't done that yet. Want to, but you can do, you know, the tour like we did, but they also have an escape room. I need to come back and check that out. But very immersive, very detailed, great stuff.
A few hours later.
All right, so I am back from a adventure through Hawkins, Indiana. And I'm actually gonna do a little haul. I didn't get much, but I had to come home with some shirt. And I got this one, as my cat says hello, Hawkins Middle AV Club. And Mr. Clark kind of oversees them, but thought this was a cool, different shirt. I wanted a different one to wear in videos especially. And this was the one that caught my eye, so that's what I went with. But that's all I got. I'm gonna show you what my fiance Cam got next.
Okay, I got a couple of things. These Welcome to Hawkins bracelets, they were handing out like inside the library. That's not really a library, it's the Welcome Center, Jackson, Georgia. Then I got this deck of Stranger Things playing cards. $16, not too bad. I'm excited to open them up. And then I got this Ghostbusters keychain. Not really Stranger Things related, but Stranger Things adjacent. I'm a big I'm a very big Ghostbusters fan.
Stranger Things trivia related to Ghostbusters. It's a question we talked about in the car today, so we should know it. The 4 kids dress up as the Ghostbusters in season 2 to go trick-or-treating.
Yes.
Which boys dress up as which Ghostbusters? Should I try and answer this?
I'll go ahead.
Dustin is Stance.
Yes.
Mike and Lucas are Venkman.
Uh-huh.
Will is Spengler.
Very good job.
I've come so far.
Yeah.
I've come so far.
This was the Creel house. Honorable mention, the Polaroid that Chris took of me and the Polaroid I took of Chris. Then we went to Penhurst.
Feels like something out of an old scrapbook or a prop from the actual show.
Then we went to downtown Hawkins.
Can't beat it.
And then we went to Hopper's cabin, and it looks like a scary, spooky film.
Yeah, insert jump scare here. But that does it for this Stranger Things filming locations vlog. I went to some places I'd been before, but it's always good to revisit them, step back into Hawkins, and especially like Hopper's cabin, which is a tour, it's more personable. Highly recommend if you can do that or do any of these. There are lots of other filming locations in Georgia I've been to, but also ones that I haven't been to that I want to go to eventually. And of course, when Season 5 rolls around, I'm going to be going to locations for the first time from Season 5. Just haven't gone to those yet because we don't know what role they're going to serve exactly on the show, so I'm kind of saving that from when we have the bigger picture for what Season 5 entails. But Hawkins Midlife 8 Club, great day, had a lot of fun. It was a lot of driving in Atlanta traffic, got brutal at times, and it was hot as hell, but it's always a fun time. I'll have another film locations vlog closer to Season 5, maybe even between Volume 1 and 2, so in like November, December of this year. Be on the lookout for that on the main channel, of course. But thank you guys, as always, for being patrons. This was a fun little vlog. If you want to see more Patreon content like this, let me know down below. And until next time, I'll see you on the other side of the Upside Down.